Welcome back to Chicago Motor Speedway. Along with Brian Till and Scott Pruitt, I'm Bob Varsha. Glad to have you with us for round 6 of the Toyota Atlantic Championship. Took a while to get the race started. We had several yellow flags for cars getting into the wall here at Chicago. We've had a number of green flag laps in succession now. We have 28 laps to go in the race, and we're getting some great racing.
3 abreast as they go into turn 1. Levine gets both Macri and Joey Hand. He got a good tow or a good draft off those guys.
I'm sure Joey Hand would appreciate the comment, but of course that's Buddy Rice in for Joey Hand, who's still nursing that broken leg suffered in a testing crash at Milwaukee.
Thanks, Bob. I'm so used to seeing the DSTP colors with Joey Hand in it. But we talked about the draft. These cars are getting 3 to 4 miles an hour in the draft, and that's what's giving them that boost to get by.
Not far up the track ahead of this battle, Michael Valiente runs in 3rd place, just ahead of John Fogarty from Doricott Racing. Scott Pruitt has more on their situation.
Well, Dirk Harrison, Fogarty seems like he's been struggling with the car. Does he got it figured out?
I think he's handling it with the jacker and the bars. We had a pretty good aero push early on when he got passed by a couple of people. You know how it is, you get in the dirty air, and that hurt us. He's working with it. He's very good. We'll take what we can get right now. He's running a bit quicker than Valiente at the moment. I don't know if we can run him down.
Looking for that setup. We talked about these weather conditions changing these cars. Working real hard with the bars, trying to get this setup just right. Bob?
That's a good point, Scott. It is significantly warmer than we've seen the last couple of days here in Chicago. And of course, as we mentioned, this is a 2-day race weekend. You come out Saturday morning and practice. You go out Saturday afternoon and qualify. On Sunday, you race what you've got.
The other thing these Atlantic drivers have not done is drive 70 laps on a set of tires. In the practice sessions, they probably run 20, 25 laps on a set of tires. So this car is going to change significantly throughout the race.
John Fogarty picked up the Toyota Pole Award.
Get a look at Coronas there behind Fogarty, and that there's only one big fan that Coronas has right now, and that's Michael Valiente. He wants to see him get past Coronas, because if they finish the way they are right now, Fogarty will still have the championship lead.
Remember, up by the wall, Ryan Hunter-Reay going underneath.
Stefan Waugh, and Hunter-Reay says, thank you very much for letting me go, but
don't put yourself in the wall trying to get out of my way.
Absolutely, I don't want to have to be dodging parts as I come through here, so kind of a scary moment for Hunter-Reay.
Now remember, our storyline coming in was 5 different winners in as many races. In fact, 5 first-time winners in as many races this year. If Ryan Hunter-Reay can hold on, he will break that string and become the first 2-time winner of the 2002 season. To Scott Pruitt.
I'm here with Keith Hilton. Keith, you're acting pretty confident right now. I mean, it looks like you got things turned around this morning extremely fast. It's playing off here in the race.
Yeah, running 1-2 right now. Going pretty well this morning.
Now, you had quite a bit of damage on Ryan's car yesterday. How much work had to go into getting that thing turned around and where you wanted it for today's race?
It was a Herculean effort on the crew. Put that thing together. It was pretty torn up, but got it back together, got our composure this morning, and Ryan's doing the job right now.
Well, Keith's real confident they can keep this thing going. They can get a 1-2 finish. Bob?
That's the way it stands right now. Ryan Hunter-Reay over Roger Yasukawa, then Michael Valiente from Lynx Racing, John Fogarty from Doricott, Valdemar Coronas, Rocky Moran Jr., Rodolfo Levine, Luis Diaz, Jonathan Macri, and Buddy Rice, the top 10.
A good look at Waringa trying to get inside of Grant Riley. Riley struggled all weekend long, kind of running a hybrid chassis there. They had some damage to his car. They've pieced together another one. It's not where it needs to be, and he's just holding on as you see Hunter-Reay come up behind him. And you know, I kind of wonder, with a 5.5-second lead over Yasukawa, when do you tell Ryan Hunter-Reay to let go of the reins just a little bit?
The gap from Yasukawa ahead to his teammate Ryan Hunter-Reay is growing. It's now out to 5.3 seconds.
Valiente trying to hang on to the back of Yasukawa. As we said, he needs to put someone in between himself and Fogarty. He's saying, come on, Coronas, go ahead and pass Fogarty, or I need to catch Yasukawa. If he can put a car in between the two of them when they finish, Valiente will regain the championship lead, and with that new car underneath him for the rest of the season, that will give him a lot of confidence. You see as they come high off the Champ Car rubber like we talked about earlier, a good look at Valiente. He's got a good car, but you see Fogarty, he's hanging on.
Right out to the wall off turn 4 that time. Now there's a good example of him getting off the rubbered in champ car line, the dark part of the racetrack, then back on it, now off of it again. As the Atlantic drivers find their own way around this 1 mile oval.
Very different type cars, like we talked about. A lot slower at the entry, but much faster in the middle. They have to make a much larger arc than the champ cars do. The champ cars, remember, running with a smaller wing package here. They don't have the aerodynamics that the Atlantic cars have, so they drive a different line.
This is the battle for 6th. Rocky Moran Jr. in the bright orange car trying to hold off Rodolfo Lavine and Luis Diaz. Scott Pruitt has more on Moran. I think we have a problem with Scott's microphone. There is Moran. We've got you now, Scott.
Little technical problems there. Jim Griffith, how are things going with Rocky right now?
He's doing all right. The track's gotten really loose, and he's having trouble with traffic. Anytime they get into a fast guy, it makes the car really loose. So, but he's working on it. I think he'll be all right. You know, we're not going to run right up front, but we're doing all right.
Just looking for a good solid finish here today?
Yeah, that's all we're looking for.
Oh, there you go. Rocky was hopeful to come in here and get a win. In fact, I talked to him this morning. He goes, we got the car to go to the front. Unfortunately, doesn't look like it's paying off. Bob?
Thanks, Scott. Now, here's the game we announcers get to play. You know, they're talking about, oh, it's a good race. We're just trying to get some points, so on and so forth. This is the 6th of 12 races this season. When do you start thinking championship, long term? What do we have to do? We got to get up front. We got to score. We got to win. Ryan Hunter-Reay having it all his own way right now. His gap over Roger Yasukawa now almost 6 seconds. Followed by Michael Valiente, John Fogerty, and Valdemar Coronas. We'll be back to Chicago. Welcome back. Ryan Hunter-Reay continues to lead here at Chicago Motor Speedway in round 6 of the Toyota Atlantic Championship. Just 12 laps to go around this 1 mile oval now on a blistering hot day in Chicago.
Well, you heard Jim Griffith talk about when we get behind somebody, we get loose. Loose is not the word you want to hear on an oval. That means the rear end wants to slide out. A very dangerous condition. What's causing it is both the heat in the racing surface itself and the aerodynamics of these cars. As you get into the dirty air, the air doesn't flow across your wings and underneath those side pods the way they need to. That seriously affects the handling of the car. When the track gets this hot, you get loose.
On board with Buddy Rice in the DSTP Swift chassis, running in 10th place with some clear track ahead of him. Scott Pruitt.
You're down here talking just a minute ago. You're talking to Buddy Rice, called in and said he had a bump at the start of the race, tore up his front wing. Does that cause him some hassle out there?
Yeah, it changed the balance of the car a little bit. He's playing around with a weight jacker, trying to dial it back in, but unfortunately we're struggling a little bit with the balance, so it's going to be a long race.
Now, from here on out, do you think he can hold on to that position, move forward, or just kind of hold on to what he's got?
I think he's more or less struggling to hold on with what he's got. He's racing with Gurney now. I think we'll be happy with what we got here now.
Oh, there you go. Buddy Rice had his hands full right now just trying to hold these guys off. Bob?
It's been a bumpy return for Buddy Rice, sitting in, as we mentioned, for Joey Hand. It's been 2 years since he raced on a steady basis in the series, and frankly, it's been a little tough on him, I think, trying to get the car balanced the way he likes it.
Well, he and Joey Hand have a very different driving style, and it doesn't mean that Buddy Rice has lost anything. He's a good race car driver, but when you look how competitive this series is, and having been out of an Atlantic car for a while, if you're off your game even the slightest bit, you're going to find yourself in those positions where Buddy Rice finds himself right now. He certainly has the talent to drive one of these cars. He just needs to spend more time in it.
Speaking of talent, look at Valdemar Coronas, who started 16th in this field, currently runs in 5th. Rookie out of Lesma, Argentina.
He's doing a tremendous job, and once again, the entire Lynx crew is willing him on. They're saying, come on, catch Fogarty, we need you. As a matter of fact, Grant Riley is the next car that Coronas needs to get past. That is Valiente's teammate, and I guarantee you they will let him go and let him go easily. They want him to hunt down John Fogarty.
John Fogarty led laps 1 through 8. Michael Valiente laps 9 through 13. Then Hunter-Reay took over on lap 14, and he has now clinched the bonus point for most laps led in the race.
You saw Riley pull high there and let Coronas go. You know those Lynx guys were on the radio saying, let him go, let him go, let him go.
Now, if the top three finish in the order they currently run, Hunter-Reay, Yazukawa, Valiente, then John Fogarty, things are going to close up even further in the championship. Unofficially, John Fogarty will lead Michael Valiente by just 1 point, with Roger Yazukawa just 7 points further back in third place.
And Fogarty hanging on to the back of Valiente, he's only 9/10 of a second behind him. That's not a lot at this speed. He's hanging on. You get a good look from Buddy Rice's point of view again as he comes down the front straightaway into one. Above that Champ Car rubber, he comes onto it. You can see the black. You'll see him come off the Champ Car rubber as he comes off the corner and down the front straightaway. This has been a guessing game for these engineers and crews. This track has literally changed every time these cars are on it. And going into this race, it was a crapshoot, and I think the guys at Hilton, I think they've won it.
No question about it. And remember, Roger Yazukawa was much quicker than his teammate Ryan Hunter-Reay in the warm-up. But boy, oh boy, since the green flag laps began in this race, Hunter-Reay has been scalding.
This is what we saw in the warm-up, and that was not only were these Hilton cars fast, they were consistently fast, and they did it by themselves. You know, we said that these cars will get 3 to 4 miles an hour in a draft. I watched Roger Yazukawa this morning turning 26.9s, which were as fast as his full time, all alone.
Good battle going on here. Jonathan Macri, Rodolfo Levine, Alex Gurney now in the top 10, having gotten around Buddy Rice.
Good look from Levine's point of view. He's going to pick up some understeer here. See this car slide high. That dirty air from the car in front of him affecting the way his car handles. And you just have to try to drive through that and make the decision, when do I need to get out of the throttle?
It'll be white flag next time by for the race leader, Ryan Hunter-Reay. As we go back on board with Levine. Drawing closer to Moran.
They go to the inside of him as they come into one. Just doesn't have enough to get it done. Oh, and he's high.
Ooh, and he'll lose all kinds of territory.
Oh, we talked about that dirty air in the understeer. He got in there, tucked right behind him, and couldn't get by.
Last lap for race leader Ryan Hunter-Reay. The scramble continues for those precious championship points behind him, but the checkered flag is in the flagman's hands. Off the final corner comes Ryan Hunter-Reay, and he will take the checkered flag, becoming the first two-time winner of the season in the Toyota Atlantic Championship.
And what a clinic he put on. Boy, if I was going to run on an oval, I want to run in a Hilton car.
On board with Levine, your unofficial order of finish: Hunter-Reay, Yazukawa, Valiente, Fogarty, and Coronas. To Scott Pruitt.
Keith, you guys are making this look easy.
Yeah, it went well today. I mean, Ryan and Roger both did an outstanding job. Our sponsors are here, Auto Bytel, Autobacks. It's just a great team effort. I mean, it's a tribute to my team. What can I say?
Congratulations on the 1-2. Bob?
Another victory. The defending champions here at Chicago Motor Speedway. Hilton Motorsports comes up aces once again. A 1-2 finish for Ryan Hunter-Reay and Roger Yazukawa. We'll take a quick break and return to Chicago Motor Speedway to hear from our winner.